Move along, move along. Nothing to see here. Move along. Please be seated. Dissension in church, dissension in life, is nothing to be overly concerned about. It is simply part of our earthly life. And even comfortably seated, attempting to listen this morning to God's words in the middle of enemy territory within a small enclave, His holy church, the enemy will attempt to creep in. At least this is what my dear friend who opened Christianity to my heart, mind, eyes, ears, and soul said a mere 70 or so years ago in his famous text written before I was born, Mere Christianity. And since he tells a tale far better than I ever could, here are C.S. Lewis's words. Christianity agrees with dualism on at least one point. This universe is at war, but it does not think this is a war between independent powers. It thinks this is a civil war, a rebellion, and that we are living in a part of the universe occupied by the rebel, enemy-occupied territory. That is what this world is. Christianity is the story of how the rightful king has landed, you might say, landed in disguise, and is calling us all to take part in a great campaign of sabotage. When you come here to church, you are really listening to a secret wireless radio transmission, obviously from 7 years ago, from our friends. That is why the enemy is so anxious to prevent us from hearing. This is also why the enemy, as this same author and friend told us in the Screwtape letters, will stop at nothing, even within these very walls, to divide and conquer us. Yet, you see, the Son of God is smarter than all that. Through the Father and the Holy Spirit, He created all that is and was and ever shall be. The enemy is merely a robber baron, stealing and destroying what he cannot create, a giant bully whose fate was sealed by one man's death. This is probably a bad time to tell this story, but as a kid, I had some recurring nightmares. This is not so unusual. Many of us experience bad dreams. Many of us perceive there is much to fear in this world. Anyway, in this recurring dream, I would actually die. Yes, that is what made the dream so terrifying. Folk legend says that you're supposed to wake up when falling off a cliff before hitting the bottom, since if you die in your sleep, you have died in reality. But I guess that wasn't my reality. So in these dreams, I really don't remember anymore how I would die. I don't think that really matters. But in these dreams, I would die, and I would see my dead body. I would be very scared, and I would descend. Yeah, the elevator would go down, not the direction I really wanted to go. And somehow I would end up in hell. There was fire and pitchforks and a mean-looking red guy down there waiting for me. In fact, he would tell me, "Welcome, I've been waiting for you." Now, I don't need to tell you how scary it would be for a kid who goes to church reluctantly, trying to get away, but who goes to church every Sunday nonetheless, since his parents made him go, to suddenly be face to face with the devil, and in hell no less. But that is where I'd be. The next part of the dream would be me yelling, "I don't like you, you are evil, get away from me," and punching Satan in the nose. Somehow, after punching Satan, Jesus would suddenly appear. Hey, my dream, my story. And I would run behind Jesus and he would protect me. And yeah, my tongue would be sticking out. I never told any of you that I'm a saint in the sinless sense, not that any saints are sinless. But yeah, there I would be, standing behind Jesus safe, and suddenly I would wake up, a little concerned, but somehow strangely content to go back to sleep. When I was younger, I wanted to punch that liar in the nose and then run back behind Jesus for protection. But I am a little older and perhaps a wee bit wiser now. I'm more inclined to go with the adage, find